I tell you, this day will not let me be great. Between the mowing of the lawn, the blowing of the leaves, and the cutting of the trees, why? Why? Nope. You can do this, Dorcia. You can do this. Here's to take 5. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you are a returning viewer, I heart you. If you are new here, my name is MsDorciah. I am in love with all things beauty, everyday life, and health and wellness. But there's a catch. I can be simple and basic or extra and bougie. You see, I love beautiful things, but if I don't have to pay full price for it, then I'm not going to. With that being said, you clicked on my video because you saw my thumbnail. So this video today is unscripted. I'm even in my PJs, okay? This is a review, a follow-up, a recap of some of the things that I have purchased, that I've done either a TikTok video for, a YouTube video, a short, or on my Instagram page that I have tried, and I'm just following up. I'm letting you know whether or not this is something that I'm going to keep in rotation or something that I am going to never purchase again. So with that being said, let's get into the video. MsDorciah. I'm going to start off with these because I actually had a viewer to ask me to follow up with these. I have under eye puffiness. And I have been on a mission to find something to get my tote bag down to a clutch. Whether it be an eye cream or an under eye patch. I'm not going to say I've tried them all, but I've tried enough. I love a good eye patch. But what I didn't like was having to repurchase them over and over again. So I do have a favorite, Skin Iceland, which I'm going to insert a picture for you. These are my absolute faves. I love them because of the way they feel, and they actually do work. When you take them off, you do see a noticeable difference. So that's what attracted me to those. But because I wanted something that I could reuse, I went on a mission. So the first under eye patches that I wanted were these. Hopefully you'll be able to see. This is from Dew Skin. These, when they first came out, they were so hard to get your hands on. They were always out of stock. And these particular ones were the limited edition ones, and they were always out of stock. When I tell you I almost waited 6 months for these, I waited. And of course now I finally got them. So the premise of the reusable under eye patches is that you use whatever serum, I won't say eye cream because it is temporary and your eye cream should go on when you're done anyway, but if you use an under eye serum, you use your own serum, and this is supposed to enhance the I guess the whatever the treatment is of that serum that you're using is supposed to enhance it. So I like these. I honestly do. Am I glad I got them? Yes. So I'll share with you the big difference between these and the other ones down here. So I do like them. You do notice a slight difference when you take them off, but these are very thin. They're cute, but they're very thin. And I don't know if I equate, you know, the thickness of the under eye pad to it working better. I don't know why I'm thinking that way, but it does what it's supposed to do. I appreciate that it stays on, it stays put, it does not move. So I'm absolutely glad that I finally got my hands on these, but you know, they work, I'll say that. So Pacifica came out with theirs as well. These are significantly, hopefully you can see that, these are significantly thicker than the Dew under eye patches. And I don't know why I feel that maybe these work better because of the thickness of the under eye pad. They both stay in place. They don't move, what I truly appreciate. And when you take it off, you do notice a difference. You know, if you notice a difference, and I'll just leave it at that. So I actually rotate between both of these. Whichever one my hand lands on first, I'll use it. Is it I won't say groundbreaking. Do they do what they say they're going to do? Yes. There's no treatment in these. Again, you're using your own serum. So nothing groundbreaking, but I appreciate not having to repurchase under eye pads. That's what I truly appreciate about these. So I give both of these a thumbs up. I love the Pacifica Now. I don't know if you can see that. Pacifica Now just came out with a pink version. And of course, do have their original ones of these. These again are the limited edition ones, but I like them both. Well spent money. Under $20, a little bit over $20. So either way go, you'll do great. If you just want these just to have them, I still would have did it. But these are under $20, so they'll do the same thing. I also did a comparison video for makeup removing balms. I tried all of the most popular ones. The ones that I settled on to actually purchase was this, which is Elemis. Clinique has one. e.l.f. has their Holy Hydration Makeup Removing Melting Balm. Those were the three that I actually physically used for the entire year. Because actually, this is almost October, but Elemis is by far my favorite one. The e.l.f. Holy Hydration. Let me see if I still. I'm gonna grab the jars. So these are my empties. This is e.l.f.'s Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Balm. I enjoyed it. I truly enjoyed it. This is Clinique's, what is it called? Take the Day Off. This is theirs. And to be honest with you, with this one, I used it because I bought it. I don't have to repurchase Clinique's anymore. I love the formula for all of these are all so different. But what I loved about this one, I think all of them have shea butter in it. But this one, the Elemis has shea butter in it. And it feels like a luxurious cream. This one is almost, almost gone as well. This just reminds me of a luxurious, exclusive cream. It smells good. It feels good. And even though it has a very emollient consistency, you almost feel like that it probably won't come off, but it comes off beautifully. This is one that is I am definitely going to repurchase. And I also saw that they came out with one that is fragrance free. So Elemis is definitely my fave. This one is definitely more on the pricey side. The e.l.f. Holy Hydration is, I want to say maybe under $10. Definitely under $15. But if you had to choose one, if you want to be bougie, Elemis is definitely my favorite. And if you want to be broke like me sometimes, e.l.f. is definitely a good one on the drugstore side. Moving on to the lips. I am in full-blown menopause. And one of the symptoms that I struggle with is dry, chapped lips. I've tried so many lip balms and ointments, and it seems like nothing is working. So for the most part, I just try and keep them as hydrated as possible. Even Vaseline, the good old petrolatum, does not give me any respite from these dry lips, okay? What I absolutely love and what I keep on my makeup counter is the CeraVe Healing Ointment. I keep this. I absolutely love this. Some of the things that I have just recently gotten into is using lip mask. Something in my mind I felt that would truly help for overnight treatment. I've tried a lot of them. This one is a lip repair balm from XIFEI. I don't know if you can see this. I like the way this one feels. Does it necessarily work? I don't know. This one is from Frudea. This is Frudea. It's in the shape of a honey pot. I love the way this one feels as well. And I do feel a difference. I definitely feel how it coats the lips and how my lips feel when I wake up in the morning. And I absolutely love the way this one smells. So I do notice some difference with this guy right here. This is a lip sleep balm from CosRx. Hopefully. I don't notice too much of a difference with this one. So this is one that I'm definitely not going to repurchase. If anything, I'm definitely going to repurchase the Frudea. I do appreciate the way this one feels. But actually, this is something that I am excited over. I was sharing this on one of my TikTok videos, and one of my subscribers shared with me that her doctor recommended her using Neosporin. So I was like, I have some Neosporin, and because I'm such an ingredient nerd, I had to look up the ingredients. I try and stay away from anything with alcohol in it, and this one does not have alcohol, and we all know what Neosporin is for. So I've been using this now for 2 days, and when I notice a difference. I do notice a difference. Why is she talking to me? I tell you, Google always listening. I have noticed a difference with this. For me, the way my lips feel when I wake up in the morning is the indicator for me whether or not it works. But just in the 2 nights that I've used this Neosporin, I have felt a difference. So look, I'm going to keep my fingers crossed and see how it works for at least a week. I'll give it a week. I have been wearing press-on nails now for some time, and I am truly enjoying the number one, the affordability of it, but what I'm enjoying more is having them stay on for longer than a couple days. I am one that I am careless when it comes to being careful about having press-on nails, so I go about my day and my chores and forget that I have them on, and that's how I typically will lose mine. I saw a TikTok. A young lady raved about this glue, and it is just called Nail Bond, and it is the pink bottle. And I get this, of course, from Amazon. I am going to link everything that I can. I'm definitely going to link it in the description box for you. But as long as you follow simple steps, I can keep on my nails now for at least 2 weeks. This glue is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. If you are a girly and you are wearing a girly or a guy, I don't care. If you wear press-on nails, this is definitely a glue to get. It works. Keep it in line with just the hands and the nails. I love to take care of my cuticles, and I do like cuticle oil, but I also like a cream. I like the cuticle oil for when I'm at home, if I do something overnight. But I like to have a cream to keep with me. This one is the first one that I use. This comes from Sally Hansen, and it's just cuticle rehab. I get this from Ulta. I love this. I love that, number one, it has a brush. It has a brush applicator. I don't know if you can see that. It has a brush applicator, and I love that it's a no mess wand, and I absolutely love the way it smells. It smells like a kiwi or something. It smells like a fruit or something, but I absolutely love it. It is so easy. You just basically brush it on and it works. But because I love trying new things, I wanted to try this one. I was on Amazon and I saw this one from a brand called Onsen. It's in a tube as well, and you probably can't see that. It's in a tube as well. The only thing about this one is it does not have a brush applicator. It has just the nozzle tip, but it's a cream. And actually that's what I was really, one of the reasons why I wanted to try it, because it was a cream and it's not an oil. I do like this. I will probably end up repurchasing it again, but this right here, the Cuticle Rehab from Sally Hansen, is my absolute favorite. And again, I'm going to link everything down in the description box. Moving on to brows. When the whole laminate phase came around, I really thought that was different, and it was cute. It allowed you to showcase your natural brow, in my opinion. One of the reasons why I did not do it when it first came out is because I felt that I didn't have enough of my own brow. I was one that overplucked and my brows were naturally thinning. The beautiful thing about when the world shut down and we didn't have to go out and I wasn't really doing my makeup like that, it allowed my brows to grow in. So I have been able to grow a full brow. So I was like, let me try this. I tried many brow gels and brow waxes, and I just couldn't get it together in the beginning. But then I was talking to one of my makeup friends, and she had shared with me that she used Got to Be Glued. I was like, hold up, what? So of course I got some. I freaking love the way this lays your brow down. I love this. I love that it dries down to a transparent finish. You do have to be careful with it. You can't put anything, no powder or anything over that area before you put it on, because it's going to look a hot mess. So I learned that the hard way. But once you learn how to use it, this gives you that perfect laid down brow. And it's so easy to go back in and fill up. It is this right here. This right here is my favorite. So, but when I had to try, but I had to try the newness that was coming out. So of course, MsDorciah came out with their glue. It's not a glue, it's a brow gel. But I like this one too. As you can see, she is well loved as well. I do like this, but this one doesn't give you, it's more of a soft hold, where the Got to Be Glued gives you a firm hold. It's not hard or tacky. In my opinion, this gives you a firm hold, whereas opposed to this one just gives you a soft hold. So this is okay if I'm not doing anything, if I'm running an errand, but when I really want that brow to look laid down, the Got to Be Glued is the one that I'll choose. NYX came out with theirs, and it is simply called the Brow Glue. This one, I love that it has its own applicator in there. Hopefully you can see that. Just like the MsDorciah, gives you a soft hold. It's okay as well. I enjoy this one. Now, TikTok made me buy this one, guys. So because I love the Got to Be Glued one, when I saw that they came out with their version of a mascara in a tube, I had to have it. So of course I ordered it, and I did do a video on this one, and I was impressed. I was definitely impressed with it, but the more I used it, the more I used it, I can't really explain it. It's okay. It's okay. This is definitely one that I don't feel that I will be repurchasing. The formula is definitely not the same as their spiking gel. This is one of those, in my opinion, when you want something very quickly. It also gives a soft hold. It doesn't hold. This right here really lays it down, really lays it down. This is definitely more for that polished brow when you are, you know, you really beating your face and you want, you know, you want that brow to be on point. This is definitely an everyday brow. Yeah, this is one that I'm not sad, or I don't regret that I purchased it, because I'm definitely glad that I did. But I'll definitely, if I had to choose between these two again, it'll definitely be the spiking gel. Sorry. PTR, Peter Thomas Roth. So I'm sure we all saw the video. We saw the video of the lady that put this on her face, and it looked like that she had gotten a facelift right before our eyes. So everybody ran to Ulta to go and get the face tightener. We all ran. I ran. I ran because I was like, oh, that's cool. Let me see how this works on my under eye luggage. What I didn't realize at the time, and I don't know how it slipped my mind, but I had already had this one. So this one is the Instant Firm Eye Tightener. So this is the face tightener, and this is the eye tightener. What I remember about this one when I first tried it is that it did not work for me. It was a horrible mess under my eye. Even though it says it can be worn under makeup, it can definitely be worn by itself. For my melanated skin, it left a horrible cast. And I could not just find that formula where it looked like I had on nothing under my eye. But I guess I had tucked this way back in my makeup drawer, and I had forgotten that I had already purchased at least the under eye tightener. But when I saw the video of the young lady, I was like, okay, let me give this a try, forgetting that I had already tried it. So of course I watched video after video after video, and I like it. I have to say that I like it. Now, you really have to find the right formula. When I say formula, just making sure that you have nothing under your eye, knowing how to go over it with your makeup, because for us melanated babes, it does leave a cast. It does. You cannot put this on and go about your day, because it does leave a cast. So again, just like this one, it tells you how. It says to not put anything under your eye. But it also says that you can mix it with your moisturizer. So I said, well, if that's the case, I should be able to mix it with my eye cream. Me thinking mixing it with the cream would probably alleviate that pastiness. No, not at all. Did not work. So I gave up on it for a little while. But then I saw another video of another lady that I follow on YouTube, and she shared what she did to alleviate that that cast. And so I went back to the drawing board. I went back to it again. I grabbed it. I was like, okay, come on, something has to work, because what I love about it is it works. When you put this on, when it starts to dry, when it starts to dry, you immediately feel the tightening of it. And when you look at a before and after of your eyes, for me, when you look at a before and after, the bags are completely gone. It definitely does what it says it's going to do. But the difficult thing is finding out how to use it, how to wear it. So I'm going to share with you how I use it and how I'm able to actually alleviate that pastiness. So I don't put anything on under my eye. I make sure that I do my makeup if I am wearing makeup for the day, and I leave my under eye area free of any foundation, concealer, nothing. I'll leave that area. Before I get to my concealer, I use a brush. I have a, let me get it. So this is the brush that I use, and it is a tapered, it's a flat tapered synthetic brush. And I say synthetic because you don't want natural hair. This is, I've tried using my finger, I've tried using a Q-tip, and I tried the brush. And I absolutely love a brush. So what I do is I put just a little bit on the brush and I lightly smooth it on. Okay, and you're gonna see it. You're absolutely gonna see it. And I make sure to smooth out the corners. I don't want anything, I definitely don't want to build up of anything. So just a light layer, and then you let it dry. Okay, once it dries, then I'm able to go over with my concealer. And I also, I make sure that I touch very lightly. I mean, you're supposed to be lightly under your eye anyway, but I make sure that when I'm putting my concealer on, that I am applying it and I am manipulating the skin very lightly, because I've also noticed that if you disturb that layer of the cream, it'll start to cake up. It'll cake up. And I have had to start over many mornings because I just moved that area too much. Because once you put it on, again, it works. It will definitely get away. It will definitely alleviate the puffiness under your eye, but you got to be very careful after you put it on. But this is one that I will probably continue to buy because I do like it. Now, I only use it under my eyes. I don't use it anywhere else, but this was definitely worth the purchase. Now, will I get the face tightener again? Probably not. I'll probably get the one for the eye, but now that I know how to use it, this is worth it. This is definitely worth it. Makeup. I tried many foundations over the past couple months. And of course, all of these were inspired by things that have gone viral, things that a lot of TikTokers have been talking about. And I wanted to try them. I wanted to try them to see, number one, how they work on mature skin, and if it really does live up to all the hype that everyone says. So let's start with the most expensive one. This is Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Balm. I love this one. I love how easy it is to use. And you can I've used this many times and it looks like I have not touched it, guys. I definitely use this. This is one that I definitely use with my fingers, but I love it. And the science behind this is really good for those with oily skin. The science and the ingredients behind this is perfect. It is perfect for those of us that are oily. This is a purchase that I do not regret buying. Danessa Myricks got this one right, and I love that you have the little spatula on top. In love with it. Drugstore. So, drugstore. Maybelline, I gotta put my glasses on, guys. These next three all are drugstore foundations. So this is Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Perfector. This is the 4-in-1 Glow foundation. This is beautiful. It's beautiful. It feels good. What I don't like about it is, out of the three, this one has a, let me take that back. It's not that I don't like it. I think that this one has a time and place. This has a beautiful shimmer to it. If you are looking for something that's going to give you that glow, that's going to give you that lit from within look, this is it. This is definitely not my everyday. It has a beautiful shimmer to it, but it's just a little bit too much for me. This would be something that maybe I would just use maybe on my cheeks or whatever. But out of the three, This one has the most shimmer. Elf. Know who this one has been compared to? I don't have Charlotte Tilbury, so I don't know what to compare it to, but I got it anyway. And I'm glad I did, because this is beautiful. Everything that everyone says about this foundation is absolutely true. It is absolutely beautiful. It's a gorgeous finish. Just like the Charlotte Tilbury, a lot of people wear it under their foundation, but I like wearing it by itself. And I feel I can get away with it. I'm definitely speaking for those of us that don't necessarily want a full coverage foundation, but does want a little something. I wear this again by itself, and I absolutely love it. It is, I believe now it is available in store. You couldn't get this in store first. And I think what everybody loves about it is the size of that doe foot. It is absolutely humongous. But this is definitely one that I'm glad I tried, and I would definitely repurchase this again. This right here, in my Kevin Hart voice, this right here, this right here, this is the one that I have been grabbing since I tried it. This is Maybelline Green Edition Super Drop Tinted Oil. I'm going to give this one a moment of silence because she deserves it. Okay, but I can't. This feels like silk on your skin. This is also one that has, everybody is wearing under their foundation. Again, because I don't need full coverage right now. All of these I wear by themselves. This right here though, the finish, the shade, the feel is all on point. It has a dropper. And you would think that because it has the word oil in it, that it's oily. I am combination oily, and I typically stay away from anything that says glowy, anything like that. But I absolutely love this. You will not regret trying this one. You will not regret it. Out of all of these, out of e.l.f., Maybelline, and Danessa Myricks, this one right here is the one that I have grabbed and I have continued to use since I tried it. I absolutely love it. Alright guys, the remainder of this video is sponsored by XIFEI cigar accessories. This couldn't have came at a better time because my husband, who is going to be in on the remainder of this video, is a stogie guy now. So when XIFEI reached out to me, I was like, yes, I will do this. So we are going to talk about cigar accessories. Finally, an Amazon find that my husband can enjoy. XIFEI Cigar and Accessories reached out to me and asked if I'd like to review several of their products. I was like, of course, my husband enjoys cigars. So I was like, tell me everything I need to know. So we went to Total Wine. Who knew they had this big humidor inside the store? So while he was shopping, I was looking around and I saw they had one with hints of coffee. I was like, ooh. He was like, nope, let me stick to what I know. So on to the unboxing. So one of three things that they sent me was this cigar humidor. Number one, it is the perfect travel size. Also, a perfect gifting idea. It comes with a built-in humidifier. I learned that you have to keep them moist. You also get this guillotine cutter. Also, you get 2 cigar rest. He said this is perfect for that one who's out and may not have any place to rest their cigars. I was like, who knew cigars had these many accessories? But he was like, this was a good addition. Also, it rests 3 cigars comfortably, so you can rest assured that they will not be damaged while you are traveling. Second, this cutter is a unique cutter. It is called a cat's eye cutter. So for those that have those torpedo-shaped cigars, it will cut them correctly without compromising the integrity of the cigar. Now this one here, this is a guillotine cutter, but it also has a 2-torch flame lighter. I was like, whoa, who knew you needed that much power? But my husband said that this one felt good in the hands and the weight was perfect. So on to the lighting of the cigar. So he chose this one from Nicaragua, and I know I pronounced that wrong, but he also shared with me that there is a science to cutting a cigar. You cannot cut too far down. You do not want to compromise the cigar. There's actually a wrapper on the top of it that gives you an indicator of where to cut. So he showed me how to perfectly cut one. So on to the toasting of the cigar. I learned that you have to toast it first, and you want to toast it evenly. You don't want it to burn uneven. And then when you're done with that, you light again, and you want to turn the cigar to make sure that you light it evenly. He told me that this one was light, the body, it wasn't too heavy for him, and he truly enjoyed it. So overall, my husband enjoys these accessories that they sent us. Good idea for gifting as well. Look at you. You hung around for the entire video. I do hope that if I was not just background music, that you enjoyed this video. I do hope that you found something edutaining. I know that this one was very chatty, but I wanted to make sure that for the things that I recommend and I review, that you guys get my honest opinion on it. You know, you need to know whether or not it lived up to its hype. So that was my mission with this, and I will continue to do these. It is my mission to help you navigate the beauty industry, because I know sometimes it can be very complicated. So again, thank you so much for hanging around. I do appreciate it. If I made you think twice about anything in this video, please consider giving me a thumbs up and becoming a part of my family. And last but not least, thank you to XIFEI Cigar and Accessories for sponsoring the last portion of my video. Guys, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.